A passerby has spotted a dead body lying on a dirt track in the Parajita Mesa, a remote area outside Albuquerque. It lacks paved roads, running water, and electricity. The people who live there live in trailers, scattered across the plain. They've learned to be self-sufficient, and that sometimes it's best to look the other way if something bad's going down.
You think they're beyond any help? Yeah, I think they're dead.
Officers are dispatched to the scene at 4:10 p.m. They get there 20 minutes later.
You guys called real quick? Okay. Welcome. Talk to you guys in a second. Okay, I just gotta go over here real quick.
Upon arrival, a number of things are immediately clear.
It's going to be obvious 10-7. Go ahead and code for fire that. At 122, can you start this way? 357 or 122. It's going to be a possible GSW to the eye. It's going to be a juvenile.
Code 10-7 is police slang for deceased, and GSW stands for gunshot wound. The dead body is that of a kid, and he's been shot in the eye.
You guys said you were just driving by and you saw it? Okay. And then what time was this? Just 5 to 10 minutes ago? Or? It was like maybe 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago? Okay.
I don't want to keep you guys up here for detectives if obviously you guys didn't see anything happen. You guys just drove past and just noticed a male laying here.
So he did pass away?
Yeah, he's been deceased for a while.
I figured by the color of his skin.
I'm very surprised that you guys even saw someone up here because when we get calls up here, we only go up to like a certain point up over there because every time we do come up here, there is people who's like shooting guns, doing stuff. Obviously, I'm not even shooting with someone over. All right, you're just negligent using your firearm.
Yeah.
So we wait for them when they go over there and we just cite them. We never like fully go into the mesa unless we absolutely have to. Like under exigent circumstances is when we fully come up here.
Those exigent circumstances have arrived, and the cops are soon going to learn that this remote location, rarely patrolled by the cops, is no coincidence. As other officers arrive on scene, they take a closer look at the body.
I wonder if it's a GSW to his eye.
That's what I'm thinking, especially like this here. It's that's just the exit hole. Like that's from the exit hole.
Yeah. See any other casings?
Yeah. So there's another one.
2 cases.
The only thing I could think of for them to be there, if he got shot.
In the back of the head?
Well, I don't know, because unless his eye is the exit hole. But if it's that, it would be a lot bigger, you would think.
The only thing is that, like what he pointed out, where the shell casings are to like where he's laying isn't very consistent.
Oh, yeah. Unless he was laying down when they did, and they were
on the other side.
They were standing here, and bam, the rest of the dudes in broad daylight. I don't think it's broad daylight.
Especially this close to like a house. I don't think so.
So legit, I also don't think it probably happened here. We probably like beat him up here or did something here, and then because they were gonna take his shoes, and that's the way the shell is ejected. It's also too like that was a 22 feel. I think a little bit bigger hole somewhere.
That's why the ejection on the back of his head is probably gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
But I think just the way like the blood's coming out and the way it's pulled, I definitely I don't think they like
just
capped him in a car and dumped him. But if they did, it would have had to have been really recent with the amount of blood.
The scene holds a lot of contradictory evidence, and the officers can't decide what exactly they think happened.
Yeah, but that's weird because we don't see any other shots around here. Like if someone was out shooting, we'd probably see more.
Right.
They could have been partying, like drunk, and got into a fight with him, and then someone just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
That's what I'm saying. And everyone just scatters.
Yeah.
Like how that normally happens.
Just cruising in a car and they happen to get into a fight, like in the car or something.
Yeah, there's an eye. Right, not here.
Oh,
with how hot it's been, I don't know. I wouldn't say more than a day.
so confused. That's not 21.
Can you say that?
It just looks very under.
Yeah. He has some hair. My brothers don't have a lot of facial hair. And I think my brother's like 23 and he looks like maybe close to that age, but I'd say probably like 20. And he doesn't have a lot of dirt on him. That's also why I don't think he's been here longer than a day.
I'm thinking 2 days, but like you said, it could have happened legit sometime either yesterday or yesterday night.
Yeah.
Just due to the heat. Decomposing the body.
You should ask if anybody's called in about their kid missing.
Without the medical examiner, It's impossible to determine the time of death. He's wearing blue jeans, a black jacket, and white Nike shoes, with one of them off his foot. There's also no formal identification on his body, except a debit card in the name of Jesus Quintana Cota.
New this morning, the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office has opened a homicide investigation. It's after the body of a teenage boy was found on Pajarito Mesa. Police are asking anyone who may have information in the case to call the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office.
The next morning, a missing persons report is filed in Jesus' name by his aunt. This Jesus matches the description of the body on the mesa. He was seen on security recordings leaving his house at 6 p.m. on May 17th, wearing blue jeans, a black jacket, and white shoes. And the aunt confirms that the body is Jesus. Jesus was 16 years old. He'd been living with his grandmother for the last 3 years, since his mother was killed in Mexico. He'd recently dropped out of high school to work at some nearby restaurants, trying to support his grandmother and earn money for his own future. But something bad seemed to be following him. He started showing up late for work. His truck got stolen. He was involved in a drive-by shooting. And one time, a month before his body was found on the mesa, he came home with visible injuries he wouldn't explain. When his grandmother pressed him, he finally said he'd been attacked on the street, but not why or by who. On the evening of May 17th, Jesus was picked up by some friends to go to McDonald's, and then a gas station, Flying J. It was 1 a.m. by that time. His friend stayed in the car while he went inside the store to pick up some snacks, but he never came back out. The friends waited for half an hour and even went inside the store to look for him, but there was no sign of him, not even on CCTV, which captured him leaving the gas station through a side exit, but did not show where he went from there. It was like he'd just vanished, and there was no clue as to where he'd gone. Their only hint was a girl Jesus had been talking to on social media, 18-year-old Mariana Gomez. He'd never met her in person, but he wanted to. But he'd confessed to his friends that he felt like there was something wrong. His friend told him he shouldn't meet her if he had a weird feeling about her, and thought that was the end of it. But maybe not. On May 25th, 8 days since the discovery of his body, Jesus' family run a car wash to raise money for his funeral. A young woman shows up, driving a white Jeep. She says she picked up Jesus in the early hours of May 18th from the Flying J gas station before getting into an argument with him. She says she dropped him off at the trailer park at Tierra West, 12 miles east, and never saw him again. But she's nervous, and her name, the family learns, is Mariana Gomez Salinas. She gives the family her phone number, which they pass on to the police. Detectives get in contact with her to interview her as a witness, and she repeats the same story, adding that after she dropped him off, Jesus unfriended her on Facebook and never spoke to her again. Their argument was because she didn't want to go into the sand dunes on the mesa, near where he was later found dead. The detectives think that's all she has to tell them. She's merely the last person who saw Jesus alive. But then, they find something that turns this theory on its head. They conduct a grid search of the area around the gas station, which is where Jesus' cell phone last pinged on GPS, and they find it, thrown in a dirt culvert. It has a bullet hole in it. Mariana says she drove him over to Tierra West without incident. Either she's lying, or their argument was more violent than she's making out. So a few days later, the detectives re-interview her, and she comes out with a revelation they can't quite believe. She knows who killed Jesus after all, and she was there. But she says it wasn't her fault. Mariana's terrified. She named 17-year-old Dominique Marquez and 18-year-old Daniel Medrano as Jesus' killers, two other teens who forced her to bring Jesus out into the desert. She says they killed him in revenge for a recent fight they'd had, and her statement seems like the thing the detectives need to break this case wide open. Little do they know, there's more to this story. On June 27th, they turn up at New Mexico Tires, where both Dominique and Daniel work.
So we were here for Dominic and Daniel. Yeah. They have some warrants for their arrest. That's why we're here. Okay.
The cops bring them into the station for interviews.
Hello. Dominic, right? Dominic, my name's Cameron. I'm a detective with the sheriff's office, okay? Okay. All right, man. Like I said, my name's Cameron. I'm with the sheriff's office. So I'm sure you have lots of questions about what's going on. So I get that. You're 18, right? Yeah.
Since Dominique's a minor, the detectives have to wait for his parents to arrive to talk to him. And when they do, they request a lawyer.
So, I mean, I'm not asking you about the case, okay? I just want to make sure that you're aware of your charges. So the warrant is for first degree murder, which is a first degree and capital offense. So that's life in prison. Okay? You have conspiracy, or I'll just go down the list. So you have first degree murder, you have kidnapping, robbery, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. So those are your charges.
So the person that passed away.
Yes. So you have some very serious charges.
They leave him to stew on that with his lawyer and his mom. But Daniel's a legal adult. He's free to be interviewed without his parents present, and what he says is going to make Dominique's silence fruitless.
So, I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about, I'm sure you're like any person, dates probably are a little more muddy for you. But I want to talk to you about April 1st, April Fool's Day.
That's my
Yes.
Daniel says he'd sold Jesus, whom he knows as Güero, some speakers for his truck.
And then a couple days later, his truck is stolen.
Okay.
And he comes and blames it on me.
Do you know why he would blame you for that? Okay.
They met up to resolve the dispute by Daniel's work. Then things went south.
So one side, and he was like, that, show his gun. And then, yeah, me and my friend, like, brother, we just backed up. And then, he's like, oh, as long as you start saying all kinds of things, and he told my friend that, oh, we move, I'm going to shoot you in the head.
And who's your friend?
Dominic?
Okay.
Jesus apparently shot up Daniel's car, a white Chrysler, while Daniel and Dominique were sitting in it.
Well, where did it hit on your car?
Headlight, windshield, my dash, my back door,
Oh, wow.
back window.
This was the drive-by shooting mentioned by his family, and there's a police report to reflect this, dated April 1st. Jesus is listed as the primary suspect. Now, when the cops search the Chrysler, they find a shell casing and 2 bullets.
Okay. Ever since then, I've been like, we haven't thought of it.
So now I want to kind of just jump forward a little bit to about May. Okay. May 17th to be exact. Okay. I wanted to know a little bit about yours and Dominic's like relationship. Like, are you I think you said brother. Is that how you guys like, refer to each other? So you're not like blood brothers.
No.
You're just like good friends. So how long did you meet him? Like, how long have you guys known each other?
Well,
And what's a while? Because a while can be different to a lot of people.
like 3-4 years.
Okay. And so are you guys like friends that hang out all the time?
Yeah.
You guys just see each other?
We're always each other at work.
Okay.
We hang out at work.
Okay. So you guys hang out and stuff like that?
Yeah, so we'll go to his house.
Okay. So I want to talk to you about you and Dominic and Mariana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know Mariana?
Yeah.
And what Mariana? What Marianas do you know?
My girlfriend Mariana, and then I know his ex.
Oh, that's right. You have a Mariana. I can't remember your girlfriend's last name. What's her last name? Rodriguez. Okay. What the other one?
Oh, which I just know
The one with the white Jeep.
one that he dated.
Oh, that's Dominic's ex. Okay. And do you know when they broke up?
It's been a while.
Has it? And do you know? And again, a while. Like what is that? Months. Okay. Do you know why they broke up?
I don't
No.
So far, the story checks out, but there's more to come.
Like, what did you think of Mariana?
I didn't really marry that much.
Oh, really?
You'd always be with her, and then when I go to his house, she would be there. I'm not bother, you know?
Sure.
I'll just leave.
Yeah, you won't be like that third wheel. For sure.
I would say his house once. She there, but
Oh, okay.
other than that, we never hang out.
Okay. And so, since you don't, so since like you didn't like text her or anything, like did you have her phone number or anything?
No, I don't have her number.
Okay. And so did you have her on any like socials or Instagrams, Snapchats?
Facebook.
On Facebook? Did you talk to her on Facebook at all at any time?
No, I would text her.
The detective takes Daniel to the night of May 17th. He says he hung out with his girlfriend and Dominique that night because Dominique had just graduated.
Yeah, and I stay the night, and in the morning I get dressed, and we all go to she comes pick me up.
Okay. So here's the thing, okay? And I really need you to think about this. Okay. Daniel, I don't think you're a bad kid. Okay? I got nothing against you. I don't know you. I've never met you before in my life. Okay? But right now is your chance to be honest about what happened. Okay? I know you didn't do that because I've looked at your phone records.
Yeah.
Okay? I have your GPS. So I know you're not telling the truth. Okay? So I need you to tell me what you did that night. Okay? Your involvement with Dominic, Mariana Gomez, and yourself and Dominic. Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're not, I'm not going to look in your eyes. You're not dumb. Okay? I'm not dumb. So I need to know what you did.
Yeah.
What was your involvement in that?
As an adult, Daniel's facing full adult charges and full adult consequences, including a possible life sentence, and this scares him into talking.
So I need to know, where did you meet Dominic to meet up with Mariana? Because guess what? I'll tell you.
McDonald's.
Okay? And which McDonald's?
I don't know. I don't know that road.
Okay. So why were they meeting up? Yeah, be honest. The only way you're going to get out of this at some point is if you're honest.
So you go on my Lego.
And do what?
My Lego.
What does unalive mean?
So
Okay. And you were cool with that?
that's
You're there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in the. Like, did you tell anyone?
Well,
Like, you shouldn't do that?
like I told Dominic, no.
So why was Dominic wanting to unalive? You did, though.
I guess revenge for me.
Okay. So you're sitting in the parking lot. It's dark out. You're having Mariana text. Not like when I say you three, Mariana's texting Guido. Okay, what is the plan?
Just for him to go meet up with him.
For her to go meet up? Okay. And why were you having Mariana do that?
It's just
You do though.
I remember.
She's pretty girl.
Yeah. Because when I was in, when I used to talk with him, he used to text her. He used to like, really sweet. But it's just funny.
Okay. Because she's pretty, right? Is that fair to say?
Mariana was being used as a kind of honey trap to lure Jesus in, and it worked. They picked him up near the gas station at just after 1 a.m. Daniel, Dominique, and Mariana.
Tell me about the gun you were holding.
Just the name.
Okay. So you were holding the AR-15?
Yeah.
Okay. And who was holding the pistol? Dominic. Okay. Is that your AR?
No.
Whose AR?
It was like what else?
So it's your AR.
I said I didn't buy it, but
Who bought it?
it was like
Because I didn't. You bought it.
I didn't buy it.
Who's the AR?
It was my dad's.
Your dad's.
Yeah.
So you borrowed the AR from your dad. Did he go with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about that. So I know that you. Well, that would be 1, 2, 3. So that'd be 4. So that would be 5. Then 5 in the truck. Who grabbed Guido's phone?
I didn't grab it.
You didn't grab it? Who shot it? Okay. Did you shoot it?
No.
Did you shoot up there at all?
No.
No. You sure?
Not that I remember. Maybe an accident, but I'm not that I remember.
Okay, what do you mean an accident?
My finger slipped or something. Not that I remember.
Because it's really important. Because we have evidence, right? You're here, so clearly I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well,
So did you shoot up there?
yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that. What happened?
He just said, "Oh, the gun fake." I just shot it, but
Okay, and so he said it was fake. What'd you do?
I just shot it
Okay, and where did you shoot it towards?
towards the dirt.
Just the dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus didn't believe the gun was real and didn't understand how serious the situation was. So Daniel made an effort to show him.
Okay, and why did you go pick up your dad?
Because he's
Okay, so your dad wanted to do it?
yeah.
Why?
Because
Did you ask him to?
I never told that you like that.
So then how did he know
No,
that you were out there that night? Like, why would you call him if you didn't want to do anything like this?
you go. I know that, but I know
You were okay with someone else doing it? So when you pick your dad, tell me where everyone's seated in the car.
In the back, Dominic's in the back.
Money on the track. Okay. In the Dodge Ram. Okay. So tell me what happens in the car. What when you pick him up, where do you guys go from there? Okay. And then why did you go up there? Okay. And so this is truly your dad. This is really your dad?
Daniel's assigning all the blame to his father.
Because I know you guys kind of roughed him up a little bit. Okay.
It's because Riddle took the gun.
What do you mean?
So I guess I remember on film getting gun. And went to fight.
Okay. And so you say you got what?
They got.
The AR. Okay. How did he get the gun?
I guess he took it from my dad.
Oh, you were there, so I mean, you had
Yeah.
seen it. And how?
I just told him we're gonna look. We've been talking every time. Can I look around? Well,
Okay. Then what happened?
and it's some.
Your dad got it then? Okay, then what happened?
Then Will takes it again. And then Will takes it again. So he takes it back, and then it's back. They start fighting, and then when we're just talking, that's
Okay. Who shot? Okay. And what did you guys talk about? What, like, what after that happened?
just talking about it.
After you just saw someone get murdered?
Oh,
Well, you know it happened.
Yeah,
Well, you know, like, you're literally out there where he got murdered, bro.
yeah. I didn't hear a gunshot.
Okay, but you just, when you hear a gunshot, and then I'm sure you saw him, you never saw him. How did you not see him, Daniel?
His story stretches belief.
Well,
You can believe me, you can't believe me. But
well, no, I'm just trying to understand where you're at. Because, like, when I hear a gunshot, right, the natural reaction is to look where the gunshot came from. That's just a normal physiological response. Like, when you hear a gunshot, like, you look.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you didn't see?
that's like you're everything, you know. You hear a gunshot, you're a cop, you're gonna go, you know.
Yeah, sure.
But me, like,
So you didn't look at all?
well,
Okay.
According to Daniel, they all just got back in the truck and drove off, leaving Jesus' body out there to be picked at by flies and carrion. And as for his dad, who he claims to be at the center of this horrific killing, Daniel says he doesn't know where he lives. The detectives have got all they can from Daniel. Now it's Mariana they need to speak to, the only person who might be able to shed some light on this mysterious fourth conspirator, Daniel's father. A little after 1 p.m. that same day, the cops come to find her at her workplace.
Mariana, right there, put that stuff down real quick. Want to drop your bag as well?
Yeah.
Don't turn around.
Are you guys gonna grab this?
We'll take care of everything. Don't turn around. Thank you. Thanks for being cooperative with us. These are going to be really loose on you, okay? So don't do anything crazy and slip them, all right?
My mom is so
Since you've been cooperative with us and everything else, I'll call them, and if your mom's able to come get it, then she can. Does she have a right to get here?
She should.
Okay.
But my stuff too.
Yeah. Okay. Your bag and everything? All right. Stand by on that, okay?
Can someone help me out, please? I have here. Please.
In the car, she continues to complain.
take a picture of you just now. We just keep track of everybody that we arrest in our little unit, okay?
Because that's the difference. Unlike her first two interviews, this time she's under arrest. Because according to Daniel, her involvement in Jesus' death was more than that of a bystander.
You don't have anything in your pockets, do you? Can you stand up for me? You don't have pockets, do you?
Yeah.
They got everything? Yeah. Just make sure there's nothing in your waist. Cool. I'm gonna get you out of these cuffs in just a second, and then
Hello, Mariana. Surprised to see me again? Not really.
The detective explains he's going to show her a lineup of photos. They're trying to identify Daniel's dad.
So just people pictures.
Yes. And you don't feel like you have to choose. If you see the person, great. If you remember that person, great. If you don't, it's not a big deal. Don't feel like you have to choose someone. It's just other people, in this case, they talk as well. So, we're just trying to find out who this other person is. Okay?
You guys got Dominic and Daniel,
right? Yes.
They leave her alone with the photos for a while. Meanwhile, they're searching her belongings, including her phone history. She's deleted over 1,500 messages. Then the detective comes back.
So obviously they told you, did they tell you what's going on and why they brought you down here? Okay. So you are under arrest. Okay. You have a warrant for first-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. Okay.
can you not explain all that to me?
Sure. So first-degree murder, because it was planned out. You guys talked about it, blah, blah, blah. I know you didn't pull the trigger, but you were an active participant. I've talked to everybody else. They told me their story. It pretty much matches up with what you told me, minus a few things, which I'd like to just talk with you about. You guys were talking about taking money, laughing about it, splitting it 3 ways.
But I never agreed on that.
I know, but you guys talked about it. It was, it is what it is at this point. Okay. So I want to talk to you, okay, about the guy that got in your car. Who was that?
Who
Who was the guy?
Daniel's uncle. That's what they told me.
That's what they told you. And can you remember what he looked like?
You could tell he's like Mexican. I think he had like a mustache. He looks like older, like probably 40s, 50s.
Okay.
He has like a bit of gray hair, and like small eyes.
Daniel's uncle or Daniel's father? Something's not adding up. And Mariana did not pick him out of the photo lineup. She doesn't have any more answers to give.
You're so young, all you guys are. And to do something like this is just insane. If, for whatever reason, you find yourself able to not go to prison forever, I hope you learn from this that the only thing that you told me was the reason you did is because they wouldn't talk to you. Like a guy's attention worth this. It's unfortunate. It's tragedy all the way around. You guys are so young. You guys faced some of the most serious crimes that you can be charged with. The jury is the next you can be charged with. So
We haven't got charged with person.
there you go.
Mariana doesn't respond well.
Is there anything I can do with jail? Like I have a lot of anxiety. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it in there.
So I mean they have medical. I mean they have doctors and nurses. So I'm sure you can make a request. I mean it's not fun. It's not a fun place. I gave you as much time as I could. Like I told you, I didn't arrest you that night. Could have. Didn't. Anything else for me? Good luck. We'll maybe be seeing me again and just we're in court stuff. But hopefully things will work out for you.
Mariana's tearful and apparently remorseful now, but her attitude in her text messages with Dominique on the day of the murder is very different. At 4:18 p.m., she told him, "We'll do it today. He wants to do some today, but I had told him Sunday, so want to do it tonight." The he she's referring to is Jesus, and it is his murder. At 4:41, she says, "And what if the plan doesn't work out?" Dominique replies, "It will. If it don't go as planned, then you went on a date. And all you have to do is make sure he don't have a gun." They were egging each other on. Mariana setting the date and time, and Dominique reassuring her it would all go to plan. At 4 a.m. the following morning, she texts him again, wanting to talk about the murder. Dominique tells her to keep her cool and stick to their story if the police come. An hour later, she texts Jesus' number, saying, "Hey, ya estoy en casa. Hey, I'm home." Throughout the day, she keeps texting him and messages his Facebook account asking if he's blocked her. She knows, all the while, that he's dead, and she took part in his murder. She was trying to cover her tracks by laying a false trail. She premeditated Jesus' killing, and she tried to hide it afterwards, all of which implies some level of guilt. But Mariana didn't pull the trigger. That was supposedly Daniel's father, who remains at large. Daniel and Dominique each plead guilty to counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. At the sentencing hearing, the state is keen to emphasize that the attack was coldly pre-planned.
Dominic and Mariana, they're meeting up. Let me know what he says so I can be informed, since you, Mariana, are the one that's communicating with Jesus. Keep flirting with him. Keep him on the hook. We don't want him to lose interest.
They're each sentenced to over 20 years in prison. Mariana, meanwhile, takes her case to court, and she's acquitted of the murder charge, with her attorney maintaining that the killing was the boy's idea, and she was forced to go along with it. But she is convicted of kidnapping and tampering with evidence.
An Albuquerque woman convicted for her role in the death of a 16-year-old boy will be spending nearly 2 decades behind bars.
She's sentenced to 19 and a half years in prison, only a few years short of her co-conspirator sentences. This reflects the severity of what she did. She didn't pull the trigger, but the judge certainly believes she has to pay for her role in Jesus' death. At her hearing, the prosecutor reads out a victim impact statement from Jesus' family.
Jesus was a bright and kind and loving young man with his whole future. He was more than a grandson. He was a reflection of his mother. My daughter died 3 years before. When I was just beginning to recover from the loss of my daughter, then another tragedy arrived in the loss of a friend of me.
Jesus was alleged to have shot up Daniel's Chrysler, but no one was hurt, and they should have waited for justice to take its course. But they wanted to take matters into their own hands and score a profit in the bargain. They used Mariana to lure him out to the desert, and then they shot him in cold blood. What do you think about this chilling story? Was Mariana more in control than she claimed? And was there really a fourth person there that night? Or was Daniel just trying to save his own skin? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, keep up with our channel, and we'll see you very soon on The Decoder.